So if you're watching this video, you're probably like me and you probably crashed your drone. For me, I crashed it into a tree and it broke the arm. This is the back left arm, broke the motor right off of it. It was the first flight that I took once I got this drone. And I was flying around my backyard, and about 100 feet out, I have some tall poplar trees. And I was coming around and it just clipped one of the branches and went down. I thought, oh, no big deal. And I walked out there and picked it up, and there was no propeller, and this was broken off. And then I found this laying on the ground. So I was actually kind of surprised that it broke so easily. But my first thought when I broke it is, great. I just paid $300 for a drone and I broke it, destroyed it on the first flight. My second thought was, I'm glad it's not a $1,000 or $1,500 drone and only a $300 drone. But I went inside and I started Googling to see if it was possible to fix it. And I did find a video that is actually produced by Holy Stone. And it's good, but it goes really fast. There's no explanation. It shows what to do, but it's pretty hard to follow. So I thought I would do a video and take my time and show you how to do this. So this is a Holy Stone HS720E. It's exactly the same for the HS720. You can order the arm, and I will link to this. You need to know which arm it is. So for me, it was the back left, but each arm is different. So you have to order the one that you need. When I got the package today, I was actually really surprised how small it is. I was expecting it to be bigger. But then once I opened it up and looked at it, I thought, well, I guess that is all there is to it. And these arms are about $35 on Amazon. So there's the replacement arm. So I'm going to show you now how you take it apart, and then I'll show you how to actually install the new arm. Okay, so what you're going to need to take it apart is just a screwdriver, and you can use the screwdriver that came with the drone. And the first thing you need to do is remove this little cover that's over the arm that's broken. And this is the for just how you would replace the rear arms. The front arms are a little bit different, but essentially it's the same. So you take, there's two screws that hold that, and I already took this one out. This side is the one with the antenna. The antenna is glued in there with hot melt glue, and you can just either pull it off or you can leave this to the side and leave it attached. I decided, just so I'd have a little bit more room to work with, that I would actually take this off and you can hot melt it back in. But that's the antenna. Okay, so I want that out of the way. Then you need something flat. This is just a little file on a screwdriver, and you just get it under here and you can pop this little piece out. Get it under there, and this piece comes right out. So that's just it's got a plastic top and metal. It goes down in there, and then the arm will come free, but it's connected by the wire, so you can't take it off yet. But you can see how now that I have that little piece out, it moves freely. So then what you want to do is there's two screws in the tail where the battery is. Take both of those out. And there's also a screw in the front. See if I can show this. Right there. There's a screw on each side, and you take those two out. Once you've taken those screws out, you can just work the top off, and the top will come off, and fold it back, and it's actually attached. There's two plugs right here. So when you get to this point, what I'd recommend is to take a picture of it, just so that if you have any questions, you know how everything's connected as far as the wiring goes. So you've got a picture. Then there are these, there's a white one, the red and black, and then all black. And these just pull out, just kind of work them out. There's that one, and then the black one on the other side. And just wiggle them. They don't snap in or anything. There's no clips. They just kind of work them out. So once those two come off, you can take the top off. Okay? So now we've got the whole thing exposed. So now what we're going to do is, here is the leg that the arm I'm going to be replacing. here are the wires coming out of it. So I'm going to show you on this one. There are actually let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wires. 7 wires coming out of this. Okay, so what I've done is I've worked all of these wires loose. There's the longer black one which goes to the back here, and then there's this red, white, and black that are kind of glued together, and then there's the red, yellow, and black that are kind of come out on the other side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to snip these off. So I'm going to just snip these here. I'm going to snip these here. And then I'm going to snip this one. Okay, you want to make sure the battery's out before you do this. Okay, so I've got those all snipped. Now I'm going to be able to just take the arm out. Okay, and you can see here on this side is the red, white, black, and then on this side is the red, black, yellow, and then the black one comes out in the middle. Okay, so then if I look at this one, you can see the same. You see how the red, white, and black are together. Here's the longer black one that's going to be connected in the back, and then here is the yellow, black, and red. So they're on 2 separate sides. Okay, so now I can feed this back through. Okay, so now before I actually feed this through, I'm going to put some tape around this just so that everything stays together as I feed it through. Okay, so there's the wire bundle kind of together. I've got that one little black wire through, and then I've got the other ones. There we go. So there I got all of the wires through, and then I can just put this guy. Okay, so I've got those wires fed through. Now I'm going to put this thing back in. So now that I've got the wires clipped, so I'm going to start with this black one in the back first. So if you just get the solder hot and dip the wire into it, it'll solder it in there. So I've got that back one there. I'm going to tuck all these underneath, and now I'm just going to do it on each of these. So I'm just snipping off the wire at the base and then putting the new one in and just touching the solder iron to it. So I snipped the wire off of the black one. Now I'm just going to heat up the solder and touch this one to it. There we go. Got that one in. So now I'm going to snip off the red one. So I'm just going to touch this to the solder there. And there's the red one connected. So that one's connected now. I'm going to do the same thing on the yellow one. And then I'm going to connect this yellow one there. Don't quite have enough solder there, so I'm going to get just a little bit, a little drop of it there. There we go. So those are all there and they're good. You just want to make sure you don't overheat it and damage the board. Just touching it will do it. For this left rear arm, there's a piece that kind of makes it really tough to get in here to solder. You can see they're kind of behind this piece right here. For the right arm, they're out where you can get at them. They're over here. And that's what the video that Holy Stone does. They do the right arm, the right arm here, but the solder The soldering is right here. So on the left arm, it's kind of tucked behind this thing. So I took the 2 screws out of here and then the top of the 2 front arms, and then this will just come out and you can kind of flip it out of the way. And now you can see I can get at those wires pretty easily. So you can see I've got the black, white, red. So I'm going to clip those off and then I'm going to solder this black, white, red to there, right there. So there's the black, white, red. So I'm going to do the red one first because it's in the back. It'll be easier, I think, to start at the back and then go red, white, black. I believe it is. I'm going to pull my picture up just so that I know for sure. Okay, so I checked the picture and it is red, white, black, starting from the back. Red, white, black. So I'm going to do the red one first. Just going to get this solder. Okay, so I got all those on. So now I'm just going to put this back on. And let's see, this goes just like that. Now you just want to tuck all the wires in. They kind of go down into this little channel. You just want to make sure that when you put the cover back on that these wires aren't pinched. So there, I've got them all there. Now I can put the top back on. And it's going to go this way. The black plugs in to this side. And the red one into this side. There we go. That one's in. That one's in. Make sure all the wires are tucked in. Okay, so once you get the top cover on, then there's just a couple of screws that go back in this tail section. Are the longer silver screws. Go there. So I'm going to put those in. And then up here on the front, if you can see right there, the little black screw, 1 screw on each side goes right there. And then this piece is just going to go over the back with the antenna underneath it. Make sure that little antenna wire is hanging out. There we go. Then the short silver screws go in here. Okay, so I've got it all back together. I have the prop on it is the one that in the crash and it's bent a little bit, so I'm not going to fly it like this. I've got a new set of props coming tomorrow. But I'm just going to test it, make sure that it works okay, that everything moves. Yep, looks like everything's good. So that is how you change a broken arm on an HS720 or HS720E. I want to thank you for watching. I want to invite you to subscribe to our channel. We will be posting content weekly. The drone, our van build, our van travels, and our van travels with the drone. We'll be flying that a lot on our travels. So subscribe to the channel to get our future videos. Hit the bell to be notified when we upload new videos. And give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.